Hello everybody, good afternoon. Thank you for coming in. I'm here to do a reading on divine masculine energy under the influence of Venus in Aries, which is such an interesting combination. I'll go into that in a minute. I will do an AstroTarology intro, but then I'll do a collective reading. So let me clarify by saying that we all should know by now that we all have divine masculine and feminine energy within us. Although it hasn't been operational on this planet for quite some time, it is contained within us. Regardless of gender, it has nothing to do with that. The way I explain it is that divine feminine energy is all of the things we can't see. It's the intuition, it's the emotions, it's the heart, it's creativity, it's vision, dreams, all that kind of stuff. Divine masculine energy has to do with the things outside, the things we can control and touch and feel and see and hold, and most of all, take sovereignty over. In the tarot, the Emperor is divine masculine energy, and it is very much about sovereignty and personal power. Anyway, we're dealing with Venus in Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, so we have Venus and Mars together again. I say again because all last year we had so much action happening in both the signs of Libra and Aries, which are Venus and Mars. And also, not just like there were solar eclipses, there was a new moon that was off the charts in Libra, but we also had the North and South node in Aries and Libra at the time that all of this was taking place. The North and South node represent our past, our comfort zone, and where our souls are being called to go. In the collective, it represents that within the collective, like where we're being pulled toward. So last year we had Libra in the South node, Venus energy. Libra is ruled by Venus, and then we had Aries in the North node, Mars energy, where we're being called to go. So at the time that we had that huge solar eclipse in Aries season, the sun was in Aries, we had a Mars eclipse while the North node was pulling towards Mars. And we had a new moon in Libra at the beginning of October. Libra is Venus energy, so manifesting under that feminine energy of Venus while the Mars energy was being eclipsed. At the same time, we had Chiron, the location of our collective unhealed wound in Aries, ruled by Mars, while Mars was being eclipsed, divine masculine energy. So then that brings us now to here, where the North and South node have now shifted into Pisces and Virgo. But as with all things, and certainly in astrology, that energy takes time to unfold. What we're looking at now is the call up of Mars energy, Aries, especially when we see Venus there right now. So I can't talk about Libra and Aries without talking about Superman and Clark Kent. For me, that's always that story is always the embodiment of Mars and Venus energy, particularly Libra and Aries, with Clark Kent being more the Libra or Venusian aspect, and Superman being Mars or Aries energy, where Venus is right now, where the North node was calling us to go. Superman energy usually sticks out very strong for me when I'm so shaky. I've been channeling this energy for days. It's very, very intense. So bear with me, it will pass. But anyway, Mars energy is definitely very strong. It's all about action and taking charge, and most of all, about personal freedom and sovereignty and independence and personal reliability and responsibility. Aries energy, it's the first house of the zodiac. It's a house of self. Who am I? What am I capable of? What can I create in the world? It's the fire bringer, cardinal fire. It's very courageous. It's very independent. And it is very, very strong energy. And right now, despite all that, I kept saying, like, where is the energy? Because usually Mars energy stands up very strong. I was able to channel through the Clark Kent, the Venusian energy, pretty strong, as usual. And Clark Kent, or Venus energy in this case, is kind of like, well, You know, I read in the paper today that some bad things were going on. Really, somebody ought to do something about that. That's a little bit out of balance. I sure hope somebody takes charge. Whereas the Mars energy of Superman is like, no, I'm capable. I will create change. I will assert what's right, what's wrong in my own world, in my own heart, in my own life. And then we go back to Venus pulling us into the South Node. It's like, man, I don't really want to cause any problems, and other people might disagree with me, and maybe I'm wrong, and never wanting to be out of balance. And then we have the Superman Mars energy that says, I have the vision, I have the courage, and I have the strength to step into my own authority. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. I don't actually need to hear other people's opinions on what's taking place in terms of the crimes. I will go there, I will find them, and I will show up. Because after all, the Venus energy is compromised when being asked to take action. It's not what Venus does, that's what Mars does. So if you get the energy of Clark Kent or Venus energy, it's naturally going to be out of its element. Clark Kent's the intellectual, he's the meek reporter, he's the one who's like, well, we better get the facts straight and we better listen to what other people have to say. Mars doesn't do that. Mars takes action, period. And that's the masculine energy. So as I was trying to channel through the message of Superman, I was like, so finally this morning, I'm like, all right, send me the message, please, it's time, where's Superman? And then I heard, that's a good question. So that's the question we're going to ask of Divine Masculine today. And it's very interesting as well because we're just a few days away from a full moon in Leo. The two signs for me as an astrologer that represent autonomy, personal belief, authority, courage is Leo and Aries. They're trine, both fire signs. Very interesting. All right, you guys, let's get into the reading. I'm going to start off with the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. We'll get a message in the overall energy for Divine Masculine. Do remember what I said. We all contain this within us. When I do these readings, I tend to externalize the energy. Otherwise, it gets too confusing. It's up to you to step into your own authority and apply it as it does, if it does. What you want wants you. So this is about stepping into the energy that you want to attract and you want to create in the world, because that's how it works. See that spiral, that conch shell? That's sending energetic waves out into the universe. So what you want wants you. I mean, when we're talking about Venus and Mars, you know, let's go back to Clark Kent and Superman actually for a second, because Clark Kent was always like, oh, Lois, I love Lois. It's Venus energy, right? But he was so meek. He couldn't take control of the situation. On comes Superman. So Clark Kent had to become the perfect partner for his perfect partner. You can't attract what you want unless you're what you want. And that's what this card is saying. Let's get another one. That's number 16, which is very interesting. There's no tie into tarot, but number 16 in the major arcana is the Tower card, Aquarius energy. That's where Pluto is right now. And the Sun and Mercury represents change and the dropping down of illusion. Oh, interesting. Divine Feminine got the same card. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. And there is this connection where the two are calling out for each other. And as I mentioned, there hasn't been activated Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine energy operational on the planet in quite some time because they're interdependent within us and externally. If one is out of balance, then they both are. And beyond the mind, the heart beats. This isn't about thinking. It's about listening to the heart and where that message is coming from. Aries is very much a heart-centered energy, especially when Venus is involved. But I'm also getting communication in the 5D happening here. Let's go to the wisdom. How interesting. And I always say here, beyond the mind, the heart beats is number 21. When we reduce that 2 and 1, it's 3. That's the Empress energy. That's Divine Feminine. Okay. Milk and honey, I love it. This is above and beyond anything your mind could imagine. This is all the good stuff in life. It's moving past the struggle and into why it's worth the fight. Beautiful. Yin energy, divine feminine. No. Yang, divine masculine. No wonder I'm so shaky. Check that out. The land of milk and honey is created by this balance. The yin and the yang. What you want wants you. Okay. Let's get some astrology. If you want to create the land of milk and honey, you have to be in the energy to create it. It's a lot easier to criticize power than take power. Also very much a Superman message. One more. Chiron, our deepest unhealed wound. What's missing? The balance. Look at this. Chiron is also the wounded healer, though, so it's in obtaining that balance and learning why it's important that we can then step into what we can create with the land of milk and honey here. Yeah, dignified or strength, exactly. Because those things that we think hold us down are actually the things that give us power to create whatever we want. Strength in astrology is when a planet and a sign work very well together. It's dignified. It amplifies the energy. Divine masculine and feminine. And then we have Jupiter. Oh, how lovely. Jupiter is Sagittarius's ruler. It is all about what comes next. It's the vision for the future. It's expansion. It's new adventure. It's optimism. And new learning as well. And then we have the first house, which is Aries house. The arrival. The new cycle. The land of milk and honey. It's about taking authority. And then we have Taurus energy, Venus, divine feminine energy, which is one of cultivation and nurturing. And this can be about nurturing this dream. Very similar, of course, to the divine feminine energy, slightly different angle. Okay, let's get into the reading. We'll use my new deck. Actually, I'm going to make some space on the table. Ooh, the energy is very passionate. There's so much fire. Right now we actually have the planet of Mars retrograding through Cancer, of all places. That's fire and water. It's very passionate. Okay, let's see. Oh no, that's not the right deck. Interesting. It didn't feel right, you know? Okay, let's go here. Let's see. What are you leaving behind for divine masculine energy? What are we leaving behind? Ooh, my hands are shaky. Okay. The Two of Cups, Venus energy. This is soulmates. This is my heart to heart and eye to eye. I see you, you see me. Venus and Cancer energy. And there's a healing right there as well. And then we have, what is this? The Spirit of Cups. That's the King of Cups. Water energy. Now the King of Cups is very internalized, very emotional and intuitive. However, not one to generally step into power in that sense. He thinks about feelings and, again, the invisible stuff, the heart. And there is a lot of emotional energy here as well, but it looks like there was some kind of healing that needed to be done to do with this what you want wants you. Because the Two of Cups is the perfect partner. And it's coming in with Chiron. So there could have been some heart healing being done. Okay. Let me see you right now. The Two of Swords, Libra energy, Venus energy. I don't know what to do. I can't see clearly. The facts aren't obvious. And they aren't in the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is generally depicted as someone crossing the swords over their heart chakra and not wanting to make a decision until the facts become clear, till you can see and understand with the mind. That's Libra energy. But this is this is having to follow your intuition. On the bottom of the deck, I see the Two of Cups again. So we have this Two of Cups, King of Cups. And this is about your heart. This is about love. You could have met somebody in the recent past who is that perfect partner for you. Because what you want wants you. And then we have this Two of Swords. Okay. Let's see your next steps. With Jupiter, the Two of Wands. Look at all the twos coming out. Because we saw the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, and now the Two of Wands. This is the new path. This is like hesitation at the crossroads. Once more about needing to make a decision about what direction you're going to go in. What lies ahead. It's an unknown territory. It is coming in with Jupiter, though, and then we have the land of milk and honey. So that's pretty interesting as well. Let's see the energy surrounding you. This could be another person. It can be a situation. It can be a furthering of your actions. We have the Chariot. Cancer is major, which is where Mars is right now. The Chariot is so much a card about getting into alignment with all parts of yourself. Head, heart. And it's always interesting for me in this deck how the Chariot's depicted as a Pegasus with two heads. Normally it'll be like two separate horses or sphinxes or something. But this is literally a being of two minds. The Chariot is victory. It's movement forward once that alignment happens. And we have a lot of misalignment, a lot of uncertainty right here. Okay. Chariot can be a card about travel, and we have the land of milk and honey here too. What's in the challenge? The Innocence of Swords. I love how the pages in this deck are called the Innocence, because it is a very shy, very coy energy. This is standing back, observing, wanting more information. Remember I said about Clark Kent? I'm unsure. I need more facts. Somebody might do something about this. I need, that kind of thing. Okay, potential outcome. The Page of Swords can also be about communication, taking one of these swords and making a decision. We'll see how that comes out. Oh, how interesting. In the outcome, we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy, but look how it has the scales of justice on it. Balance. Temperance is Archangel Michael working behind the scenes, balancing out those two cups, performing that delicate alchemy it takes to bring together divine masculine and feminine energy. But also, Temperance is a card about patience. And then on the bottom, we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is a card about moving away from internal conflict, self-criticisms. Again, swords are words. It's our mind. It's the stories we tell ourselves. And Five of Swords, obviously, what comes before, can be very self-defeating. Okay. Let's clarify. In the recent past with Chiron, we have the Seven of Pentacles, Earth energy. The Seven of Pentacles is hesitation, but it's also looking at where you are, what you've invested in, and what still needs to be harvested to move forward. This is kind of examining all the time and energy and effort you spent in a situation. Time invested. But then, it's like a pause. Let me see the Seven of Pentacles, because now we have Two of Swords. Yeah, a pause. We have the Four of Swords, air energy. Look at all the Libra coming through. Also, we are in Aquarius season. But the Four of Swords obviously comes after the Three. It's a time of rest and recovery after heartbreak, after a series of repeating heartbreaking lessons from the past. And this is full integration of those lessons. It's self-reflection. It's meditation. It can also be a card about rest and recovery. But silence as well. and examining plans going forward here. So, Two of Swords is where you are right now. Death and rebirth, Scorpio energy. Interesting. We're in the year of the snake, 2025. In Chinese astrology, that's the year of the snake. Transformation. The snake sheds its skin and begins again. We have that Aries energy right there. But death and rebirth. So, to keep on, to put something to an end or not. To keep on investing. Let's see. Death and rebirth. The Seven of Swords. Okay. The Seven of Swords is a card about silent strategy. It's about keeping your plans to yourself. There's one sword for every one of these pentacles. Let me draw one more. Interesting that there's a full moon there. It's about, oh, and then the Five of Wands. Fire energy. There's that Aries energy. The Five of Wands can be a lot of competition, a lot of people around you who have things to say about what you should do moving forward. Some people maybe with an agenda with the Seven of Swords. The reason I wanted to pause though is because it's like you took time to reflect upon a situation in the recent past and all of the time and energy and effort that you put into it. And right now you're trying to make a decision to either move forward or not. Let me see. Two of Wands. The Four of Wands. This came out in Divine Feminine energy too. The Four of Wands is celebration. It's about the achievement of a vision. I did get a card about travel. And this can be too. I mean, look at this. This can be about going away somewhere. I always say it has such a like an outdoor concert vibe, a Woodstocky feel. The land of milk and honey. Okay. Four of Wands. This can be about a home. Can be about moving. The Six of Wands. Jupiter energy. I mean, what is going on here? Because the Six of Wands is a card about getting what you deserve, beating out the competition. And we have the Five of Wands with the Seven of Swords. So you're planning something here. And this is about winning. You know, look how celebratory these two cards are. It's about getting what you want. And then on the bottom of the deck, I see the Lovers. Interesting. Gemini's major arcana. Right now we have Jupiter, the planet, in Gemini. The Lovers is a card about needing to make a choice. Choice, Two of Swords. Choice, Two of Wands. But it's also a very, very deep soul connection. And it can send you to a crossroads where you're pulled in two different directions. Either between the past and the future. Two different people, two different situations. I don't see two different people. What's under the Lovers? The Knight of Wands. And then the Queen of Cups, which showed up in Divine Feminine energy. So that could be somebody that you want to move towards or have the courage to. Let me see the Chariot. Oh my gosh, what? The Ten of Pentacles. Remember I said we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is the goal. The Ten of Pentacles is masculine energy. It's about stability and the home and legacy and security and protectiveness. And then with that came the Ten of Cups, the land of milk and honey. We have Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles and the arrival, divine masculine and feminine energy here. What's going on? I mean, this is total security and emotional creative satisfaction. And we have a competition here. And then we have you with Jupiter and these blessings that you want to move towards. All right, let's just keep going. Let me see the Page of Swords and the challenge, because that's the hesitation where it's like, I don't know, I'm not sure. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Whoa, death and rebirth. Now, the Ten of Swords is the end of a very long and difficult cycle of learning. I have you resting in the recent past with the Four of Swords, integrating everything that you learned, and some of it might have been quite heartbreaking. You could have had to put an end to a lot of situations in your life. Let me see the Ten of Swords, because we do have death and rebirth right here. Now, this can be about you wanting to resurrect something. Yeah, for sure. Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, which is the beginning of that Ten of Pentacles. Pages, 2 pages in the challenge, one more. The Six of Pentacles, the 6 and the Ace make the 7. This can be about an offer that you want to send somebody. The Six of Pentacles, One more on that Page of Swords. The Six of Pentacles can be a card about bringing in balance. Yeah, look. The Three of Swords, air energy. So it's like you realize sometime in the past, either you or somebody around you put yourself in where that sometime in the past, you weren't being fair. There was heartbreak caused by your actions or lack thereof, because that's coming in with the Knight of Cups on the bottom. Knight of Cups is my Romeo card, but he's very sweet. Can be about wanting, Libra energy, can be about wanting to apologize for actions that you took or didn't take in the past, things that led to heartbreak. This could be somebody coming in toward you, because look, we have them realizing here, back here, King of Cups, Two of Cups. And through the rest and recovery and pause, wait a minute. I love them though. And so now comes plans to change things around with death and rebirth, right? How do I bring this into a different energy? How do I make that change? This is unfair treatment in the challenge. And like the realization of it. So it seems like you want to make some kind of offer to compensate or apologize or something. Let me see. Whoa. The Lovers came back out as the challenge, and that is the thing with the Lovers. There's always free will, right? But when we encounter Lovers type connections, they wake us up to a part of ourselves that we haven't seen in a long time, if ever. And you can't now unfeel what you feel or unsee what you've seen in you. Okay. So that's it. With the Lovers and the Three of Swords, you're like, but it won't leave you alone. You got to make it right. That's why the balance with Temperance at the end here. Let me see Temperance. Okay, interesting. Okay. The Nine of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, interesting. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. We have a lot of fire energy coming through here. This is my one more step to completion, a path wrapping up. Coming in with Temperance, like willing to fight. Okay. And then we have the Page of Cups, which came out along with that. That's interesting. That's that King of Cups coming in with this page energy. I call it my getting the toe wet in the water. I see. So what you want to do is, now that you realize the feelings that you had in a particular situation, I'll dive into that Two of Cups, and that you didn't handle that very well. And now you're going to come in pretty shy and test the waters. I wonder if there's still a chance. I wonder what's going on, like Nine of Wands. Looks like you've been through a lot. Now we have the Wheel And this is super interesting to me. Okay, you guys follow along because I'm taking you down the rabbit hole that is my mind and the way I do things. We have the Hermit here, Virgo's major, in the South Node, but also 2025 reduced equals the number 9. That's the Hermit card in the major arcana. And this is about locating the truth within us. Again, our own power, our own spiritual truth, our own heart, and what's guiding us. Because next year, 2026 reduced equals the number 10, the wheel, which I call my let go or be dragged card. It's happening whether you like it or not. So you better find your place in it. Page of Cups. So what are you going to say here when you're testing the waters? Looks like you want to apologize for this heartbreak. Okay. Oh, interesting. Look who we have. The King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. Again, we are in Aquarius season. But the King of Swords is the truth teller. I love this King of Swords. His hair is gray. He's got wisdom. He's seen a lot. He's learned a lot. He knows a lot. But also this is a truth teller. So you want to communicate. And then we have the Magician about what this land of milk and honey. What you've realized. What you want to manifest now. That you've recovered, that you've gone through some kind of process. Let me see the Magician. The Magician is number 1 in the tarot. So is Yang energy in this deck. Where's your magic? Very shy, but there's that Ace of Pentacles wanting to offer. Or the start of something brand new. Something solid here. The Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow, very, very careful, but very deliberate energy. But when it comes in with the Eight of Cups, it's like whatever it is you've been working on, because you are over here, whatever offer, plan, message, you've been working hard at it. And the Eight of Cups wants to get to the Ten of Cups. You can see how she's walking away from the small warmth on the beach here, that little fire in the cup, walking towards the possibility of the full picture. And in your surrounding energy, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So what's missing from the Eight of Cups? We need 10, right? That's where you want to go. You got 2 cups. And that's the realization that you're having. The Eight of Cups is a card about courage. And the willingness, it's number 8, Leo energy, the bravery to believe that you can manifest it with the Magician. That it is in your own authority, King of Swords. Look, it is the Emperor. There he is. There's Superman. Nice. Thank goodness for that. Let me see. The Emperor. There's Superman. The Tower. Remember I said? Which one was it? Was it? Yeah, what you want wants you is number 16. There's the Tower. The sudden change. When all of the falseness drops away. All of the illusions. It's all about getting to the star, which is the land of milk and honey, the truth. It is about sudden change, though. Look at the Eight of Wands. That's definitely Aries energy. Here's Superman taking control. Personal authority and sovereignty. That's what the Emperor means. Let me see. You found him. The Hermit. Inside you. With nobody else, 5 of Wands, telling you what to do. 6 of Wands is stepping into your own power. Let me see one more on the Hermit and then we'll move to the oracles. Look, let go or be dragged. And the Strength card, Leo's major arcana last year. The Strength card is all about courage and integrity and actual strength and willpower. And once more, sovereignty. And the ability to stand alone. Leo's a leader. Think about the lion. Okay. Let's go to the blue deck. For Divine Masculine, that's incredible. Having the strength, the Emperor. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, that's the crown chakra. And we do have beyond the mind the heartbeats. The crown chakra is above the mind. It's what's being called to you. Interesting, number 41. The 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, that's communication, King of Swords. Telling a truth, speaking, communicating. Putting it out there, what you envision. It's crazy. There's a lot of similarities here. Oh, whoa. Okay, check this out. We have 1st chakra, Archangel Michael. Passion. Mars energy. The door to romance. And then on the bottom we have the King of, or what do they call it in this? Man holding a heart, which means the King of Cups to me, who we started the reading with. In Divine Feminine energy, we had woman holding a heart. And the Queen of Cups. And the Empress. I think the Empress showed up. But door to romance is number 33 in this deck. 3 is the Empress. Let's do one more. That's incredible. Lots of 3s and 4s coming through. The garden and the gate. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Another card about moving towards the sun, the land of milk and honey. Something better than what you've known. Let's do a couple of talisman. Consider these two. Well, should we get a love card? Okay, why not? Where are we at? Okay, we'll do a love card too. Consider these to be like power words you can take away from the reading with you, if they resonate. Healing energy. We have that with the 4 of Swords and the King of Cups. Wisdom. That's the whole thing. The Emperor. Magical power. I want to see the Magician right there. Stepping into your own power, which comes from everything you've learned. Remember I said about the wounded healer? It's because of what you've survived that you have that ability. And then protection. Yeah, and financial security. Divine Masculine energy. Financial security, 10 of Pentacles. One more. I'll take the one that came up, right? Confidence. That's the Strength card through and through. And also Aries energy. All right, let's get a love card and then I will close this reading off. I hope it resonated for you. I hope it helped somewhat. Remember what I said. Not everything I say is going to resonate exactly the way I say it. It is a general message from the Romance Angels for Divine Masculine energy. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold. And then forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. That's huge. Very interesting. All right, my friends, I'm going to close it off with a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. I seem to have to. I'm always called back to them. They can come out as advice, so take it only as it resonates. Manifesting miracles. What? The land of milk and honey, yin yang, and the Magician. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. We saw the King of Swords stepping in for this King of Cups and being like, make the right decision. But there is a nice balance going on here. We saw the Magician. That's unbelievable. Get out. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Aries energy, if you want it to be. 5 of Wands, nobody can tell you otherwise. A message for you, that's the message you want to send. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. 2 of Cups, King of Cups. Whoever it is. We didn't get a card on the 2 of Cups. Okay, let me try one. Just see what happens. 2 of Cups, please. And then we will leave the reading. Okay. 2 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, feeling that insecurity, feeling like, oh, there's nothing I can do. Page of Wands, 9 of Wands. Let's try one more. I'll take that one. The Page of Swords. It's not going to tell us who, but obviously you would know. All right, my friends, that's what I have. I'll see you very soon on the 12th of January. I've been saying the 13th, but on the 12th of February, I got to get out of here. There is a full moon in Leo. Don't forget that. I love you guys. Namaste, my friends.